Hello. I don't know if any of you remember, but last year Rowan's mom gave a speech. It was heartfelt, genuine, and said so much in just 6 minutes. My expectations were high for next year's speech giver. I wholly anticipated that they'd settle for nothing less than a brilliant, groundbreaking genius.
Oh, thank you.
But instead, they picked me. While you come to terms with that, I'll tell the story of my MLC odyssey. I started the undergraduate program last year. I'm currently a junior. Learning is different at MLC. We learn skills such as how to get a job, how to get a place to live, and how to socialize. These are useful skills that aren't as straightforward as everyone thinks, and yet everyone just expects you to know them. They don't teach you these things in high school or regular college. At MLC, we learn to be independent. At first, I thought it simply meant doing all the routine stuff, like chores, shopping, and homework, without being told. I've often been told how fortunate I am that I can already do these, but that for many students, it's a struggle. I didn't get why at first, but I learned that everyone struggles with different things. I mean, I've done lots of volunteer work, but I don't have a paying job yet, and I find the process of obtaining one to be needlessly tedious, convoluted, and frustrating. Others can handle this with no problem, though, so everyone learns and develops differently. I know that MLC is the right place for me because of the atmosphere of sympathy and understanding. Everyone is more forgiving of each other's slip-ups. Since coming to MLC, I have changed. Last year, Chrissy was my advisor, and she told me that because I had such powerful emotions, I could be influential, set an example, and be a leader. I developed a new willingness to grow, learn, and improve, but I didn't exactly have the right motivation at first. I often beat myself up over mistakes because I have the "I have to be perfect" mindset. It's weakened, but it's still there. I felt like I had to live up to my little brother. He's giftedly smart in many areas, always knows what to do and what to say, and I felt like I never really saw him struggle or make mistakes. He just seemed perfect and everything always went well for him. I know that's not really true, but that's just how it seemed. But at MLC, I gained some perspective. I have my own friends who like me for me. I have my own merits that I'll use to my advantage, and I have a genuine desire to improve myself, and I'll continue to do so at my own pace. I'm not inferior, I'm me. I've made a lot of friends here, some of whom I either never would have guessed I'd be friends with, but found something in common with, or they're genuinely good people that the old me would have rejected because of some trivial garbage like they're interested in something I hate. I used to be an extremely pessimistic person. My mother would tell me, "Trevor, quit complaining. There is beauty in the world. You just have to look for it." I would always say that good things shouldn't be hard to find, but they really aren't when you start paying attention and record them in a journal. When did I get a journal? Well, I'll tell you. The fall retreat this year was less than pleasant for me. I forgot the bag with my toothbrush and other hygienic items, even though I had everything all packed. But I eventually decided to suck it up and make the best of it. When I talked to my advisor, Dylan, he said, You forgot one bag, you got all your important items there and back, you didn't lose anything, and you set an example by making the best out of a bad situation and asking for help when you needed it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. He handed me a notebook and asked me to keep track of my successes and moments of happiness. I agreed to give it a try, and that alone shows how far I've come. The old me would have immediately dismissed the idea as a sign of weakness, and he would have missed out on something life-changing. I began to record things in the journal, and before long, I was eager to share them every advisory period. Hanging out with friends, doing tasks well, helping people out, it didn't matter. It was just good to share it. I gained more awareness and appreciation for the positive things in life. I put in more effort to improve from mistakes, and I became more determined than ever to be my best. And before long, I was Student of the Month for November, and here I am conquering crippling stage fright to give a speech to hundreds of people. It's amazing what one little book can do, isn't it? Minnesota Life College has provided me with many challenges and opportunities. Being a part of the MLC community has enabled me to learn new skills for independence, make many friends, and have a more positive outlook on life. In the future, I want to help others learn and grow. Lots of people teach me things and give me enlightening talks, but I want to do that for other people. Well, who knows? Maybe for a few of you, I just did. Thanks for listening.